Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the campus of Penn West University, California, as we get ready for opening day here in PSAC play between the Lakers of Mercyhurst and the California Vulcans. I'm John Sakaguchi. Joined with me, my color commentator, John Sape. John, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. I just had class, zoomed up here up to LILLEY Field. A beautiful day so far, a little windy, but nice day for some softball. I'm glad to be back out here. You know, it's been a while since we've had a broadcast in general, but it's been an entire year without softball and baseball, so I'm just glad to be back.
Vulcans getting to play their first home game. Been on the road for most of the season. Started off with a leadoff tournament over in Georgia, then went down on the Florida for quote-unquote spring training, and then started off splitting the series yesterday with Pitt Johnstown. So this will be the first matchup for the Lakers in conference play as they come in today 8-8 overall. The Vulcans at 8-10, 1-1 in the PSAC West. It's going to be interesting to see how things play out today.
Yeah, both teams playing back-to-back days. Yesterday, Mercyhurst played it off against Lake Erie College. And like you said, California able to split in their series yesterday against UPJ. Commanding win in the first game. It was a 12-2 in 5 innings, and then they lost 5-4, leaving a full 7-inning game in game number 2 yesterday. So two pretty decent games from the Vulcans yesterday. A good display and definitely a tough test against UPJ, and to try to come out here at home against Mercyhurst in their first home game this year.
Take a look here at the starting lineup for the Lakers. John, what do we have?
Starting off the batting order for the Lakers, batting first will be the catcher, number 0, Madison Fry. Batting second will be the shortstop, number 14, Anna O'Gene. And batting third will be third baseman, Cheyenne Hindman. Those will be the first 3 batters here of this inning, as the wind is now made its way here to LILLEY Field.
In the circle for the Vulcans, PSAC Player of the Year last year, or Freshman of the Year, Kaylee Rister. Rister's first pitch swung on and fouled back to the netting, and that'll be the first pitch here at LILLEY Field. Oh, it'll be a strike.
Yeah, Rister so far in the season having picking up right where she led off, a .96 ERA on the season, 5-3 record in 9 appearances, and last year, like you said, Freshman of the Year, Athlete of the Year, led the team in every single stat and won every single award you could probably possibly win as a player.
Second pitch, just a little low. Oh, below the knee, he evens the count at 1. The wind shifting again here at LILLEY Field. Rister chops that one down the line, foul. Oh, it's going to bring the count to a 1-2. So count in favor to Rister.
And that's something that Rister did a lot last year, and that we're going to see a lot this year so far, is attacking batters early on in the count, getting them into these, getting ahead in the count early on 1-strike, 2-strike counts, and just making sure that she's able to dominate with some of those off-speed pitches, a little bit off the plate to try to get players to chase.
1-2 now to Fry. Chopped over the shortstop, infield playing it, and over the first, got her. Now be out number 1.
And just simple as you like, ground out straight to Ochtemeyer, who back from last season, having a terrific year this year, and just a nice strong over to first. Easy first out here for Cal.
It's going to bring up O'Gene now. Left-handed bat. A lot of left-handers in this lineup to start the game. Pitch, and she'll chop that one down the second and over to first. And just like that, 2 quick outs for the Lakers.
And that's exactly what you want to see for the Vulcans. And if you're a Vulcan fan, just this infield playing with confidence, easy fielding that time. It was the second baseman, Carsman, just coming onto it. The senior just made the nice play, right spot, right opportunity, made the throw over to first. Easy 2 quick outs here for Cal.
Heinman in the batter now for the Lakers. And she'll chop that one right down the third. Wilson picks it up over to first. Got her. 1, 2, 3, go to Lakers in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. That's going to bring the Vulcans up to the bat now. We'll take a look here at the starting lineup for the California Vulcans. John, what do we have?
For the California Vulcans, leading off will be Charity Henderson, already this season a PSAC Athlete of the Week after her terrific play down in Florida. Following her will be Carlina Fiorelli batting second from left field, Charity Anderson being the right fielder. And then the batting third will be the catcher, Brittany Wilson, coming back in her junior season, batting fourth, excuse me. Oh my God, I'm having a rough start to it. Will be Kaylin Ochtemeyer in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth will be Michaela Schlosser. Batting sixth will be Shayna Posler. Batting seventh will be Madison Lester. Batting eighth will be Kaylee Rister. And batting ninth will be Mackenzie Carson.
In the circle for the Lakers will be Michaela Shermisky, starting off the right-hander for the Lakers. Henderson, and as we know, if she gets a hold of one, can put it in the jet stream. And with it being windy today, I wouldn't be surprised to see her do though. Pull one down that left field line, and especially if we go back to last year, remembering the walk-off home run she had against Clarion.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised on the season, batting .339, 19 hits and 56 at-bats, 8 of them being extra base hits, 6 doubles, a triple, and a home run to add 16 RBIs as well. Just been a terror at the top of the lineup for Charity Henderson.
You gotta love some of the songs that this team picks for their walk-up music.
Definitely some stuff I wouldn't expect, but I do enjoy it.
Well, I mean, remember last year with baseball, one of the guys came up to Let It Go from Frozen. So Henderson and swings at the first pitch. It's pulled the string on her there. There was Szymanski. She had an off-speed pitch to start.
I guess you can see kind of the nervousness building up a little bit. The first game at home, you want to come out swinging for the fences, and that time, right well.
Pitch on the outside edge, called strike 2, 0-2 now to Henderson. The Vulcans decked out in their all-white uniforms, red belt and black and red socks. Henderson hits that one in the center field. Little old Bluebird's going to fall in right center field, just over the head of the second baseman. And the Vulcans have the first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, perfect start, and that's definitely a way to kickstart your offense. Like you said, just a little bloop hit right over the second baseman Reynolds' head, and just in front of the center fielder Irwin. Just perfect spot. A little bit too much for the second baseman, a little not enough for the center fielder, and already a man on base. It's, like I said, terrific start here for Cal.
We're already going to get a timeout called here. Here as we have a mound visit from the Lakers.
Batting,
Carlina Fiorelli up to bat now, all for the Vulcans. Left-handed batter. And she gets the bunt down on Henderson and is going to hit the second. And that one's going to pour off the bag, and both Vulcans are going to be safe.
Yeah, just not a great throw that time. It was the third baseman, number 21, Cheyenne Hidman. Her throw a little bit too far to the right for the first baseman, Marissa Cartellone, but I want to give all the credits to Cartellone. She made a great play, able to catch that and pull it in, because if not, that one's ending up deep into right field, and that's going to be an extra base for both of the people.
That one chopped foul back to the screen here from Brittany Wilson. Runners at first and second, and nobody out here. Wilson setting up the bunt, gets it down the third base line. And that one's going to be an out there, but Wilson pulling off the perfect sacrifice bunt. 2 runners in scoring position as Caitlin Ochtemeyer comes up.
And this is the spot that the Vulcans need to be in. This is kind of where they fell yesterday in game number 2. They had 12 people left on base in that game 2 against UPJ, and they only lost by 1 run, so this is the chance for California to right their wrongs and try to get some people home.
And that one chopped and hit left field, going back to the wall. Oh, and hammered down for the Vulcans. It's a 3-run shot. Touch them all, Caitlin Ochtemeyer. The Vulcans take an early 3-0 lead.
Hey, you said the wind is going to be a factor, and I don't even think the wind helped her. She absolutely smoked that one. Well cleared that left field fence, and the Vulcans off to a hot start.
Looks like I think some of the players have chef hats on there, so let them cook right now.
I don't blame him. First game at home, and definitely nice to get a 3-run shot in your first at bat.
That's going to bring up the freshman, Michaela Schossler, now for the Vulcans.
Now batting number 55, Michaela Slauson.
And she hits that one in the right center field. That's going to be another dead duck as that one falls into the shallow right center. The Vulcans with 3 hits now in the inning.
Just a perfect start. Not much more you can ask for if you're Cal. I mean, everyone coming up to the plate doing their job. I mean, you're laying down a couple sacrifice bunts, and one of them is still able to get on, and getting these blue pits is exactly what you want if you're Cal.
First pitch inside to Shayna Postler for a ball. 1 on, 1 out. 3-0 California lead. Second pitch, Postler swung on and missed. Evens the count on at 1-all. Postler chops that one foul back to the screen to our right.
And you're going to see the difference in the energy levels between the two teams. I mean, I can hear to our right, the Vulcan dugout is electric right now. They're loving it. They're all screaming, cheering everyone on, and the Mercyhurst dugout is dead silent right now.
That one foul tipped back to the backstop. Count remains 1-2. The Vulcans picked to finish 4th in the preseason polls, if I remember correctly, this year for the PSAC West. That one chopped foul right in front of us.
I wasn't even looking. I just heard you jump, and I was like, it's about to come right towards us.
Well, I mean, if you remember last year, our friend Peyton, who was operating camera with us, got plunked with a foul ball. The pitch, down low. Evens the count 2-2.
Definitely not a bad pitch there. You're ahead in the count. You have the 2 strikes. You have a couple pitches to just burn off and just trying to get Schlosser there to chase.
2-2, and she hits that one hard down the line. Foul. Stays at 2-2. Two the count, 1 out, 1 on, and 3-0 California leads after that 3-run shot out from Caitlin Ochtemeyer. And Postler hits that one on a floater, right over the second baseman, and out number 2.
Yeah, good coverage and good tracking that time by Reynolds. Postler got under it just a little bit, but not enough to get it over Reynolds' head, and that's a great awareness, good tracking back into into the outfield grass.
I'll bring up the designated player, Maddie Lester, as the ball gets away from the catcher. Lost it for a second, but stuck right to her gear, right below her. No advancement in front on Schossler on that one. As the wind's starting to pick up and blow out towards straightaway center. That one and hits the batter, Lester, and that's going to bring up Kaylee Rister. And she is a dangerous 2-way player here for the Vulcans.
Yeah, you definitely wanted to get that 3rd out before Rister comes up to bat. Like I said, she is an absolute menace, especially with players on base. You do not want her with a chance to knock in some runs, and looks like they're going to call a mound visit, trying to figure out what to do exactly. I would not be surprised if they intentionally walked her here to load the bases, to just try to get that force out.
But you also have to be mindful of Mackenzie Carson, who's waiting to come up right after her, and she can pull one out if she needs to.
I mean, I'm not saying it's an easy choice at all, but I think it's kind of just a pick your poison.
I also wouldn't be surprised if that Lakers bullpen gets up and active here at the start, or early on in the first inning. This is going to be if I'm going off my count, the 8th batter of the inning.
Now batting number 12, Kaylee Rister.
Rister watches that one, an inside ball 1. 2 on and 2 out. Pitch. Rister wants that one on the inside. And 2-0 now the count.
Yeah, this is not a good spot that you want to be in if you're Shramsky. You want to get ahead early in that count.
Pitch. Inside 3-0. Oh, and do you try to get the battle back, or do you just bite the bullet and walk her?
I mean, I think if that was me, I definitely would just cut my losses.
And they're going to get – no, they're going to try to keep in a fight here. It's going to bring the count to 3-1 now. Rister thought he had drawn the walk. Pitch. Rister chops that one on a little short little bloop. Close play, and they're going to say they got her at first. So after that, the Vulcans take an early 3-0 lead after the one. And we'll be back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM, the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Welcome back here to Lilly Field on the campus of Penn-West California University. As the Vulcans up 3-0 after a wild first inning. After getting a 3-run home run from Caitlin Ochtemeyer to start the game, the Vulcans look to get keep this defense up here behind Kaylee Rister. Rister's first pitch to Datis is a ball.
Like you said, something to keep track of in this game, and you can definitely hear, and we've mentioned it, the wind's starting to pick up. I'm definitely regretting my choice of clothing today. I definitely did not bundle up.
2-0 now the count from Rister. Yeah, definitely a little bit windy day. What our weather app set as 58 degrees, but definitely does not feel like it. The pitch inside, and 3-0. As Datis looking to be the first Laker to reach base today. Pitch. That's going to be ball 4, so leadoff walk for the Lakers to start at the second.
This is a good spot. Here, if you're the Lakers, exactly what you need. Get the leadoff runner on base early, and you have a couple opportunities. You're going to see the Vulcans probably play in a little bit to try to prevent that sacrifice bunt to advance her to second. And
one on, nobody out here. 3-0 California leads it. First pitch there, called strike. Is Alderson wants it, is that one. The 0-1, chop foul into the netting to our right. Oh, and 2 now. They can't on here to Alderson. That one outside. And 1-2 now the count. Rister trying to get her to chase.
Yeah, Rister getting herself into a good position and able to afford these balls just off the plate. Like I said, attacking early, getting into these 2 strike counts early on, and just trying to get the batter to chase on something outside.
That one just outside. All right, evens the count now at 2. Two pitch, swung on a miss, strike 3, got her on the foul tip.
A beautiful coordination there by Wilson to just hold on to that foul tip. Not something that is easy to do at all, and just able to snag that one in there, keep it, and force that strikeout.
The wind shifts once again here at Lilly Field, now blowing towards left field. Brings it up. Petra or the Lakers. First pitch swung on and missed. Richter pulling the strings with the off speed there.
And that is just the beauty of Kaylee Rister's. She's just so versatile with her pitch mix. She's able to just pull off that fastball and that riser, and then able to just throw off a couple off-speed pitches just to keep that batter guessing.
The 0-1, chopped down the line, snagged it. There, got it. And they're going to say, that was a double play.
What a
hey, what a play there. Unassisted double play there by the first baseman.
Yeah.
And
Shayna Posler with an unbelievable.
Snagged it out of the air and was aware of what was going on and tags the bag. And so, no runs, no hits, nobody left on. And no errors. There's 3-0 the score as we head now to the bottom of the second.
Yeah, I was surprised because I definitely thought it hit the ground. I thought that was what the umpire signaled at first, because that ball couldn't have been more than 2 or 3 inches off the ground.
She snagged that one and put that in the web gem and file. I don't know who's listening to audio over there, but if Gary's listening, put that one, send that one to Sports Center.
Yeah, that is an unbelievable catch. And like I said, that is not something that is easy to do in the slightest.
So the lineup is going to flip over this inning. 9-1-2 due up for the Vulcans. So Mackenzie Carson and will lead off the inning, followed by Charity Henderson and Frioli.
Now batting number 3, Kenzie Carson.
Carson watches that one in the dirt, ball 1. The wind's now blowing in towards left field, and a little bit in towards us as well. And she hits that one and pulled it a little early. They flipped over to first, and Carson is out on the bang play. A 4-3 on the scorecard.
Yeah, Reynolds is getting a lot of action over there in that second base gap, and she had to be quick on that one. It was a dribbler. Didn't have much time as Carson's pretty fast down the base pass, so nice run at it by Reynolds to get it over to first for that first out.
Henderson watches that one for a ball. Just missed on that outside edge. Henderson and got this rally in the first, started with a leadoff single. She'll watch that one outside upstairs for ball 2. The count here, nobody on and 1 out. That one just caught the black of the plate. It makes it 2-1 now.
Yeah, that's an amazing pitch. I thought that one was just off, but like you said, it just caught enough of that plate.
That one in the dirt, 3-1 now to Henderson.
We've seen this a couple times already. Fry behind the dish, seeing a little bit unconfident with those balls in the dirt. I've seen a couple go past her, and the Vulcans haven't been able to take advantage of it quite yet with having runners to advance, but Fry needs to adjust to make sure that the Vulcans aren't able to get a hold of that.
Henderson chopped that one to short, and they'll just get her in time as Henderson was hustling down the line. So 2 away for the Vulcans. And here comes up Carlina Forelli.
And Fiorelli leading the team in hits on the season, 22 hits in her 55 at bats, just having an unreal start to the season here for Cal.
She'll watch that one in there from Shemiski. He called strike 1. Cal still leads at 3-0 here. Just upstairs. There's evens the count at 1. 2 down, nobody on here. Here in the bottom of the second. Pitch, and she'll chop that one. And off the end of the bat in the left field. Oh, and that's gonna be a base hit. That'll be 56 on the season for Fiorelli.
Yeah, great adjustment. And that at bat by Fiorelli was just able to get enough of poke it over the third baseman Hidman's head and into that left field. And you saw Fiorelli as well. She was running first. She wanted to. So nice heads up play by PHP Allo out there and left to make sure that Fiorelli wasn't taking 2 on that hit.
First pitch to Brittany Wilson and called strike 1. And Wilson with the perfect sacrifice bunt last inning. She'll chop that one as it goes in the right field, and that's going to be another base hit. And good stutter step up and awareness from Fiorelli so she didn't get hit with the ball. So that's going to be 2 on and 2 out now for California. And here comes Caitlin Ochtemeyer, who has already got 3 RBIs off that solo shot last inning.
Now batting number 5, Caitlin Ochtemeyer.
That one outside, just missed the corner for her ball 1. Way outside, and 2-0 now. All to Wilson, or to Caitlin Ochtemeyer.
Yeah, and I just heard someone in the Vulcan dugout say there's 2 outs. I mean, then they're right. What is there to lose? You got to come out here, come out swinging, and just try to repeat that first inning.
That one just caught the black that time. And right about belt line, and brings the count to 2-1. Ochtemeyer chops that one back up the middle. Oh, gets past the infielder, and here comes Fiorelli on the score, make it a 4-0 lead for the Vulcans.
And just another great piece of hitting by Ochtemeyer. I mean, she can't be stopped in this game. Nice attempt by the shortstop O'Gene, but just past the outstretched glove, and smart play that time by Shramsky on the cutoff, making sure, I mean, they were pretty well aware that Fiorelli was going to score, so cut off to prevent Wilson from making her way to third.
It's going to bring up Schossler now. She'll watch that first pitch outside for ball 1. Fry trying to frame it up to get the called strike.
And if you're Mercyhurst, you'll take anything. You're just like, I just got to get out of this inning.
And that one fouled back to the backstop. Evens the count at 1 apiece. 2 on, 2 out, 4-0 to score, or California leads. And she'll hit that one hard to right field. And diving catch there by the right fielder. As Hayes comes in and diving in to make the save. So after 2, California leads it at 4-0. We'll be back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network. Welcome back here to Lilly Field. California leads it 4-0 in here. So Cal got another run off of 2 hits in that inning. So good at bats here for the Vulcans thus far, but the Lakers struggling to get anything started here, John.
Yeah, absolutely. And going back to that last bottom of the second inning, all that hitting was done with 2 outs. The Vulcans were able to string together 3 straight hits with 2 outs as the first 2 batters of the inning forced those 2 outs, so they were able to get a couple nice hits together, score another run, and like you said, they haven't really been able to do anything on the offensive end. The Lakers, they had 1 hit, or they had the walk, and they haven't had a hit yet.
And got eliminated after that unassisted double play. Hey, there at first from Shayna Posler. As we get back underway, Rister's first pitch outside for ball 1 to Reynolds. Rister throws that one in the air just below the knee. 2-0.
I just want to give a quick shout out. What an amazing catch at the end of that inning by the Judas in right field. That diving catch, that saves at least 1 run, maybe even 2 if she doesn't make that catch, because that one going to go past her towards the wall if she doesn't snag that one.
Rister gets a called strike there. 2-1 now. Yeah, and going off of that last one, and you're probably right, hey, John, as the Vulcans, regardless, they all can fly around them bases. The pitch just outside, 3-1 now. Rister trying to get something and going, keeping these Lakers off the board here. And she'll pop that one up way back there behind us. We all looked up here because for those of you that remember last year, our friend Peyton Trollinger hitting plunk with a foul ball here.
Yeah, I didn't get up out of my seat that time. I feel like if I could have jumped, I probably could have reached up and maybe just snagged that one.
I mean, just maybe. That one chopped down the line, foul, all into the corner. That's going to run the count full now. As Rister has fought back from down on 2-1. Trying to get Reynolds out here, keep this shutout going. Rister's pitch. That one hit hard in the center field, going back to the wall, making a catch. No, off her glove, heading for third. The play at the plate, not in time, and ball gets away, and she's going to be there with a stand-up triple. Is Reynolds.
Yeah, Reynolds got a hold of that one, and I thought that sounded very similar to the Octomire, but I thought that one was going to make its way out of their dead center, and it's the freshman center fielder, number 30, Lexi Hasbrook. Just played that one a little bit too shallow, tried to come back on it, tried to get back in time to make that catch, and it would have been a spectacular catch if she was able to do so, but just didn't have the right angle. And unfortunately, she fell down, ball went past her a little bit, and good hustle by Reynolds to make her way to third.
First one, chop foul, all down the right field line.
And it's just a play like that as well, if you're the Lakers, that just something like that, one little spark can get your team and get your offense rolling and get yourself right back into this game.
We saw what happened last time when the Lakers got on base. The Vulcans shut them down immediately. Rister's pitch in there, called strike.
Softball is such a fascinating sport. Very similar to volleyball, where both teams, no matter what is happening, good or bad, they are always cheering at 110% on either side of the team's dugout.
That one chopped. Diving catch over there. There at second base. What a snag. The one and only Mackenzie Carson. This infield,
unreal.
I tell you what.
I mean, yet again, the reaction time needed for that is unbelievable. That was a bullet straight off of the bat of Cardelloni, straight towards Carson, and she just stuck her glove out right place, right time. Good stop there. And then now, I mean, it prevents yet again another run from scoring.
Pitch outside for a ball all to Irwin.
And see both the third baseman for California, Schlossler, and the first baseman, Postler, just kind of edging their way, and they don't want to allow an infield hitter to try to get Reynolds to score.
That one popped up on the infield, caught up by Postler. That's going to be 2 away now for the Lakers. And this is going to be a momentum killer here if the Lakers can't get that runner in from third. Reynolds got that leadoff triple, and now you go on down 2 straight.
And 2 very quick outs as well. And like you said, this would be a terrific escape for Kaylee Rister and this Vulcan team. And I mean, so far this infield play, like you said, from the Vulcans has been unreal, and they've been able to keep California in this game.
Fry, the catcher, grounded out last time up. Watches that one right there at the knees, called strike 1, and Friday looking a little surprised at that call. Rister's pitch, that one popped up right there behind home plate, and caught for out number 3. So the Vulcans escape even with that one.
I thought that one was heading our way, but like you said, 3 quick outs after that leadoff triple, and Vulcan's able to just, like you said, great escape from Rister, and the rest of the Vulcan team just able to get out of that jam. Keeps the run off the board, keeps the no runs for Mercyhurst intact, and keeps his 4-run lead comfortably here for Cal so far.
So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on after or 3. California leads at 4-0. Coming up, it'll be Postler, Lester, and Rister for the Vulcans. It's like I said, Ed, if you're Mercyhurst, that has to be a momentum killer. After getting a leadoff triple.
Yeah, if you're in that situation, you gotta score the run. And I was surprised we didn't see a lot more small ball play. Maybe just try to get it bunt down the first base line and try to see if Reynolds can hustle her way home. It's just something, just because so far it seems like the Lakers are really struggling making contact, especially getting it far enough into the outfield to try to get a hit.
Looks like we might have a substitution change here for the Lakers. So waiting to see that here.
So number 23, Carly Caston, the freshman outfielder, will be moving into right field. And then the right fielder, Allison DeJetis, number 7, will be moving into center field. And then out of the game will be the center fielder, number 11, Casey Irwin, who was originally in center. Now in place of her will be number 7, Allison DeJetis. And then now in right field will be number 23, Carly Caston.
So now we got the lineup changes is done here. Here brings up Shayna Postler, who had amazing unassisted double play. She'll watch that one outside for a ball. That one in the dirt, or just below the knee. He's 2-0 now to Postler.
And so far, it's just been a real struggle for Shramsey. She's falling behind early on in these counts and giving the Vulcans such a great advantage in these at-bats.
That one right at the knee is called strike 1. And 2-1 now to count. That one just missed catching Postler. Or inside a 3-1 now to count.
We've already seen hit by pitcher in this game, but once again, Fry just unable to get her glove up in time. Another pass ball, and like I said, lucky that there's no one on base.
Postler hits that one hard in the right field. That's going to get to the wall, and that's going to be trouble. Oh, Postler digging in, and she's going to be in there with a stand-up leadoff double. They get the Vulcans started, and that's now the 7th hit in the game for California.
And I think it's kind of a little bit disingenuous by Coach out there holding her up, because she had the wheels turn. I thought maybe she could go 3, and that throw off from right field definitely was not the strongest one into the cutoff at second. I definitely think that she could have made her way to third.
We'll see what happens here now. Oh, Lester up the bat. Lester hit by a pitch last time up. Four nothing the score. California leads it at 1 on, nobody out. That one in the dirt. Fry blocks that one. Pitch way outside and almost in the dirt. 3-0 now. That one just caught on enough of the black called strike. It brings the count now to 3-1.
I mean, that's a pitch that you're willing to take every time. 3 up in the count, just waiting to see another pitch, and takes ball 4, leaves 2 on with no out for Kaylee Rister at the plate.
That one just missed outside. It's going to be a ball 4, and Lester's going to walk, and we might be getting a pitching change here as the Lakers call timeout.
And once again, it's what do you do? Kaylee Rister on the season, not starting the season on fire as you would expect from last season, but still one of, if not the most dangerous player in the entirety of the PSAC at the plate. So it's just, what do you do? What are you willing to give up if you try to pitch to her, and if not, if you decide to walk her, are you willing to do that? And you have Mackenzie Carson right behind her.
Well, I mean, if you load up the bases and you get a ground ball, you can go home to 1 and for the double play. But at the same time, you got to worry about that. If you do accidentally throw one to Rister, we watched her put how many the balls into that outfield last year?
A whole lot. And like you said, it's. I mean, they do have the force out there. I mean, they do have a triple play in play right now. But the third baseman for Mercer is playing well off the bag, so I don't think that one would be in play.
That one inside, called strike 1.
Mercyhurst are making an interesting defensive rotation. The third baseman for them, Hinman, playing well in, and then the shortstop, O'Gean, is just over to cover, and Rister lays down the bunt.
And Rister gets the sacrifice bunt there, advances both runners. So back to a similar situation we saw all back in the first. Two runners in scoring position with 1 out.
I mean, is that the exciting play that Rister just did? Absolutely not. But is it the smart, right, fundamental thing to do? Absolutely. You lay down the bunt, you advance both of your runners into scoring position. Looks like Coach Connie is going to make a change, or at least have a brief discussion.
Yeah, Coach told Anelli it looks like he's going to make some sort of substitution here. So we'll see. We're going to get a substitute. You're going to get a pinch hitter as I see Mackenzie Carson heading back to the dugout. So who's coming out now? Sitting here with like the new day. Who going? Who?
29 for 3.
Into the game now will be number 29, Riley Evans, to pinch hit for Mackenzie Carson. Evans this season, the D1 transfer coming in from the University of St. Francis. Back here, a little bit closer to home. Fraser Commodore
Riley Evans.
coming back to California.
Watches that one upstairs, ball one. She'll watch that one in the dirt. Bang 300 on the season. That one outside. Two and one the count now. Now to Evans. She'll watch that one upstairs. 3 and 1 now the count. She wanted that one and swung on a miss. That's going to run the count full.
And this is going to be an important next pitch here for Shramsky. You want to get this second out. You do not want to load the bases for Charity Henderson coming up to bat. So going to be very important here for not only Shramsky but for Mercyhurst to get this third strike here.
Pitch. She'll chop that one just out of play and off to our right. Just like I think last night he watched it in batters foul this off in the World Baseball Classic. The more pitches you get, the better chance you got to hit. And she'll hit that one back up the middle. Oh, and we got a bit of a situation here as the Vulcans dive back into her bases. I thought we were going to get a bit of a rundown on over there between short and third.
Yeah, it looked like there was a little bit of miscommunication on the base paths there. It just seemed like they weren't entirely sure on what the play was exactly, but did well just to get back in time on the base. Like you said, I was not ready for a rundown type situation.
Henderson hits that one in the right field. Diving catch, and it goes out of her glove. But it's going to be in time for out number 3. So no runs, and 1 hit, and 2 left on, 1 walk, no errors. And we'll be back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network.
Are you looking for student housing that is convenient, fits your budget, and promotes independent living? Look no further than Penn West California's Upper Campus student community at Vulcan Village. At Vulcan Village, you have 3 spacious floor plans to choose from, all with guaranteed private bedrooms and many with private bathrooms. Our community provides you fantastic amenities such as a 24/7 fitness center, convenience store, sand volleyball, and saltwater swimming pool. All apartments are fully furnished and have full kitchens and laundry. Utilities, internet, parking, recreation, and events all included. We provide you an all-inclusive experience that can't be beat. Schedule a tour and learn more today at vulcanvillage.com. Live here. Live well.
Welcome back here to Lilly Field. 4-0, California leads it. And looking back here, John, I knew we were talking about it during basketball season, how good this Vulcan team was going to be. I mean, hung with 2 of the top 25 teams in the country, including playing the number 1 team, Rogers State, and only losing 1-0 in that contest.
You know, like you said, it's definitely weird to see them not with an outstanding record, but like you said, that opening tip-off type of tournament that they played was not kind to them, especially in their opponents. So they played a couple of the top teams in the nation, and so they held their ground for the most part in a lot of those games.
And that one off the helmet and of Gene. Don't think there was any intent behind that one, and
yeah, it looks like she's all right. I think everyone involved, like you said, that one just got away from wrister and caught the helmet of Eugene.
Yeah, held on to that one just a little too long. That one in there, called strike one.
You saw after that pitch, Wilson up straight away, looking to try to keep Ogene at bay, making sure that she's not advancing, trying to steal second base.
The pitch upstairs, evens the count at 1. Nothing to score. California leads here in the 4th. Rister's pitch outside, and that's going to get away from her. And it's going to be a stolen base there for the Lakers as Ogene advances to second.
Yeah, that time Wilson just got a little bit too far ahead of herself. Rister kind of pitched out and knew that the steal was coming, and looked like Wilson was ready to cock back and throw it before the ball even reached her glove. So just took her eye off the ball and allowed Ogene to get to second.
Pitch outside, made 3-1. Rister's pitch, that one hit hard in the right field. This could be trouble. Oh, back to the wall, and it's out of here as that one's in the parking lot. And someone's going to want to call their insurance agency as that hits a car. 4-2 the score now.
Yeah, whoever parked out there has got to be, they better be careful because that one nearly cracked a dent. Absolutely smoked.
Yeah, don't know who drives that silver sedan out there, but they might want to call their insurance agency for getting hit with a softball.
I mean, I think they might have lucked out just a little bit. That one bounced a couple times on the ground, but still, that is an absolute moonshot.
Well, it doesn't help that as we talk about the jet stream here at Lilly Field, is blowing in the left center field, so that ball got caught in it and went. And that one hit hard in the right field, going back and back-to-back jacks here for the Lakers.
Again, those are 2 straight at-bats and 2 hits where even if there's no wind, I think that's still a home run by a good bit. Once again, an absolute monster hit. That time, Jaidas just got a hold of it once again and just absolutely crushed that into right field. And just like that, I mean, it was a 4-0 game, and just like that, it's a 1-run game.
Rister having a conversation there on the dugout as Coach Bertolinelli. He looks like he's going to call timeout. Action in the Vulcan bullpen and is up.
I mean, coming into this game, Rister had only given up 7 runs in her 9 appearances, and just like that, two hits in a row, and looking at 3 runs added onto it. So, like you said, some action in the Vulcan bullpen. We can see some Kaylee Rister coming out of this game here very shortly.
And Rister is going to get it pulled from the game. That's going to be number 33, Alyssa Rose now, the junior coming in now for California.
And that'll be the end of Rister's day. 3 innings pitched, 3 earned on 3 hits, and like you said, Rose going to come in to try to get the Vulcans out of this inning unscathed for the most part after this 3-run storm here in the beginning of the top of the 4th.
So for Rister, her day is going to come to an end, going 3 innings, giving up 3 runs on 3 hits. So we'll see how this goes here for it. Yeah, Rister's stat line's going to go as follows: 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 innings, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, and all 3 of those runs are going to be earned. So Rose now all getting ready to start it up here, trying to get that first out of the inning for California. First pitch from Rose, upstairs. There's call the ball. Rose, second pitch, upstairs, 2-0. Trying to get settled in here.
And you see Rose throwing some heat in these last two pitches, but like you said, needs to calm it down, needs to get that control to try to get this ball into the strike zone.
Rose watches that one. And inside, a 3-0. Right at the knees, call old strike one. 3-1 now. Oh. As Alderson and fouls that one off the netting. Right back to the catcher Wilson.
Good battle here between Alderson and Rose doing a good job at coming back from that 3-0 count, making it full.
Upstairs, ball 4. Or as Rose battled back, but just couldn't finish her off. That's going to bring up Palo. As now 2 up in the bullpen for the Vulcans.
Petropalo's last at bat was that shot straight to first and that unassisted double play by Posley.
She'll watch that one in there, called strike one. I thought she might have taken a hack at that one.
Yeah, the way she was moving, she definitely seemed like she was trying to get that Ichiro Suzuki, that running hit style. Like she was already out of the box by that time that ball was in there.
Pitch upstairs. He was kind of one, and she. Now that you said it, she does have that Ichiro style. The 1-1 pitch, looking for the bunt outside. He'd call the ball. 2-1 now.
You see the reaction of the corner infielders, first and third, playing a little bit closer and just ready for that double play ball to be in order here.
Outside, and just caught enough of the black on that one, and evens the count at 2. I thought it was going to be a ball for a second, the way it tailed off.
Yeah, it looked like it, like you said, I think it just tailed off the plate, but I believe it looked like it crossed the plate first before coming out, and once again, another great battle.
That one back up the middle, and it's going to go into the outfield, but it's snared that there and back in. So another hit here for the Lakers. We're going to get a meeting of the minds here from the Vulcans.
Right now the Vulcans just can't seem to buy it out at the moment. That time, once again, some good piece of hitting by Petropalo, and unfortunate a little bit from Rose. That ball just underneath of her glove as she's able to make that catch. It's a totally different outlook on the inning here, but 2 on, no out for Reynolds up to bat. Her last at bat was that leadoff triple.
Taking a look here at the weather report coming in. And 56 degrees is what it says right now.
Definitely doesn't feel like it.
Definitely does not feel like it. Said it's supposed to be breezy. Well, it's definitely that for sure.
Yeah, that is. I'll agree with that. I will not say that it is 56 out. If you said that was 46, I'd believe you.
And that one ripped down the line, and it's going to be a foul ball. Oh, and just if that ball's another foot to the right, this is a brand new ball game.
Yeah, the Vulcans can take a breath there. Like he said, that one was roped down that left field line and just misses that mark and just goes foul.
Throws his pitch up to the backstop right here in front of us, and the runners will advance up. So 2 runners in scoring position now for the Lakers.
Again, I know there's that. I get nervous every time.
I
I
was
see
gonna
the
say,
ball start flying towards me.
They say all you saw was just both our hands go up at the same time.
You can see Coach calling some time. I believe another pitching substitution's going to be made, and into the game now will be number 8 here for California. Kaylee Larcini's will come into the game.
While the action in the bullpen and continues for the Vulcans.
Now pitching
So-
for the Vulcans, Kaylee Larcini's.
Larceny is coming into the game now all for California.
And the Vulcans are definitely in a jam here, and like I said, they can't seem to buy it out at the moment. They just need something, anything, to go their way to try to at least get one out in this inning and just calm the waters a little bit.
Yeah. Looks like Larcini he's got a little more control here. Here is the wind starting to calm down on a bit at Lilly Field. Hopefully I did not commentator jinx that.
Yeah, for my sake, I would really, I'd appreciate
I don't know what
it.
you were thinking when coming up here without a jacket, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I was not ready for this game. I didn't expect my class to be done in time, so I kind of just
Power walked.
Well, I figured, I was like, well, if I make it to the game, I make it to the game. But my class, I was able to get out a little bit early and just try to get up here, and was not ready for the weather. Because I mean, when I woke up this morning, went outside, it was pretty nice. And
Yeah, it's, I mean, this morning the sun was shining, and it looked nice. I mean, they had a little bit of cloud cover right around lunchtime. Now, I haven't seen the sun since about the 2nd inning. As we're getting substitutions made here for the Vulcans.
And it just seems like the sunshine in the Vulcans dugout is kind of just dampened a little bit. It's gone away in this 4th inning. I mean, like I talked about earlier on, you can definitely saw in that 1st inning the energy from both dugouts. It was kind of somber in the Mercyhurst dugout, where everyone in that Vulcan dugout was electric, on their feet, jumping, yelling, having fun. But now that Mercyhurst have clawed their way back into this game and has definitely been swung the other way, it seemed like the Vulcans are kind of silenced here a little bit, as Mercyhurst have tacked on a couple runs and made it a pretty even game.
As we were talking about it earlier on, and with the all momentum shift, so I think the Lakers got that momentum shifter during the last inning after they had the Vulcans with 2 runners in scoring position and were able to shut them down on with 2 straight outs.
The real question is what kind of changes are being made right now? Because we're still in this break. I mean, obviously, Larcini's is coming into the game to pitch, but looks like the coaches and the umpires are still meeting to try to discuss something bigger than that.
Yeah, as we see a second catcher into the game now for California, as Wilson's gonna come out, which is a little surprising, is you have one of the best catchers here in the PSAC West, and you're pulling her in the game. So we'll find out all the details here. But I've also seen that certain pitchers have a preferred catcher, as Postler is now put on the catching gear.
And that's the beauty of softball, is you got all these players and they're all just so flexible and where they're able to play and what they're able to do. And
that means Wilson's going to go to 3rd now. And they're just playing musical positions here on all the players. As players are going into the dugout, switching gear, switching gloves, coming in, coming out.
yeah, if there's any fans of professional baseball, you see this a lot with the Tampa Bay Rays, where it just seems like there's
even
always an endless carousel of
Well, I mean,
players
that's
coming in and out of the lineup, switching
that's-
positions at all times.
I mean, I think in California must have been watching that World Baseball Classic game last night where Team Japan was literally switching players in and out. Oh, they had a player going in the left field. Pulled someone out, another one going into right field, and then you should take the bat all about.
I mean,
I couldn't.
I think it looks like we've gotten everything taken care of. But like I said, it's just waiting to see what the official determination is of where each of these players is going. But there's been a carousel of changes here.
I can't say what I want to right now, trust me.
18 is going into play second base. That's a 3-hole hitter. 31 is now catching. Number 8 is going in to the 9th spot. Or no, excuse me, number 3 is going into center. I'm sorry. 3's going into center. And number 8's going into the flex spot, and she will pitch. What about 33? 33. Yep.
All right, so I'm trying to make some sense of what I understand. So Rose comes out of the game to pitch. She's not pitching anymore. She's now playing first base.
Right.
Into the game to pitch now is number 8, Kaylee Larsenes.
Right. Postler's now catching.
Postler's now catching. At second base now is Wilson. And then there's definitely some switching up in the order of which everyone is hitting and everyone is pitching, but I have no...
We'll figure that out later on. And
we'll see who comes to at bat at the turn of the inning.
That one popped up over the first and caught by Rose. It was for out number 1.
Yeah, after all that, we get the first out. I mean,
and here's my thing. Honestly, this was a brilliant move. We talk about freezing the kicker and whatnot, and freezing the shooter in basketball. You froze the hitters. There's the Lakers with that long timeout.
It definitely stopped the momentum a little bit. I mean, it just, like I said, there was just a whole carousel of changes. The umpire even said when he came over, he just said, "You got your pen ready?" because there were just a bunch of changes.
I don't know who was more confused. It was you or our guys in the box right now. Oh, so it was definitely a cluster there.
What I want to know is what kind of brain does it take to just like scheme that up? You're like, all right, we need something, so we're gonna switch everybody around.
Literally, just everyone shift left on the lineup card 1.
It resulted in the first out in the inning.
That one and outside from Larson, inside for ball 1. Larson is trying to get out of the inning here and keep the damage to a minimum. That one hit hard into the outfield just as Wilson. Henderson comes up, throw it, and it's a tied game at 4. And honestly, I thought if that runner did come home, Henderson was going to gun her down.
Yeah, and that's a smart hold-up. That's Peachy Paolo at third base. Like I said, good hold-up because Henderson's got a cannon on her out in right field, and she would have been thrown out by a mile. She tried to make her way home, so smart play there. Game's all tied up now, and that's all it takes is just one switch, and it goes from 4-0 to a tie game immediately, and now we're back to potentially some more changes here.
4 runs in the inning here for the Lakers off 4 hits. As I thought we were. So, us flipping. So
now Wilson will be at third,
and Schossler at second.
Like I said, I don't understand, and I don't want to act like I do understand any of the decisions that are being made, because that is I do not understand
Yeah, so
I don't understand softball
I'm looking
at
at
this type of level at all.
28 to run for 12.
And now we got a courtesy runner for the Lakers. So.
Yeah, running now for Mercyhurst will be Alexa Acosta Reyes in place of Cardellone, who just got that RBI single to tie the game up, and looks like now we're finally back underway. I mean, those first 3 innings went by pretty quickly, and this fourth one has definitely been a hold-up, and we're not even to the bottom half of it yet.
That one in the dirt for ball 1. Vulcans needing a double play ball here. There's something to get it out of this inning.
And you see Acosta Reyes looking to run here, but you can't even throw if you're behind the plate because you're just going to allow a run coming straight to home, and that's exactly what they do. Or they are able to get the out, though.
They're coming back. And the runner comes home, and she's sitting down. And the Lakers are going to take the lead. Oh, they're going to call her out.
I think they're going to call her for interference. That's what I was saying. I was like, you can't try to make the throw to second just because the runner at third's going to come home.
So just like that, that's 2 outs now. All for the Vulcans.
I mean, if that's it, I think they're counting the run.
They call
at home. They did count the run. Okay, so they got the out at second, so the Vulcans are now 2 outs, but they did allow a run to steal home.
That one in the dirt, ball 2. Ooh, I'm actually kind of surprised they allowed that run.
I'm surprised that they went for the steal. I'm surprised they tried to throw her out there. Like I said, I mean, you're just opening up an opportunity for the runner to steal home.
Swung on a miss. That's going to even the count on 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Oh, nobody on.
My brain is not prepared for this.
I was ready to call softball, but I wasn't ready for the debacle we just saw here.
Yeah, I was not ready for any of this. This has definitely been something as well. And then
pitch outside. It's going to run the count full.
And if you're California here, you just need to get out of this inning. Just fresh slate. You're going to be down by a run, but anything to just kind of flip the game back into your time at the bat.
That one hit her. It's going to be a foul ball. Oh. I thought it went off of her forearm for a second, and if it did, that'd have been strike 3. But I guess it caught enough of the bat.
I don't think I've ever been more baffled at anything, and that says a lot because I'm confused about a lot of things.
That one hit it dead right at Schossler for out number 3. So 5 runs off of 4 hits. It's 2 walks and a hit batter later,
and a whole lot of everything else in between.
And the Lakers have the lead 5-4.
And now everyone can breathe just for a second.
Oh, boy. That was
God.
just.
Well, I need an Advil now. That was.
Definitely. It is definitely a softball season.
Yeah, we are well and truly into spring now. That not only is there a softball game, but one with where just it seems like everyone has no idea what is going on at all. But that's the fun of it.
That's I'm surprised. I thought last night was wild watching the WBC championship game with Japan and the USA, that back and forth affair, but this one's definitely a lot more of a wild one.
Now batting Carlina Fiorelli.
Fiorelli now coming up the bat for the Vulcans after at long first, top of the 4th. Fiorelli 1 for 2 in the game right now, or excuse me, 1 for 1 on with the sacrifice bunt, and then turned in an error. And she hits that one in the center field, and off the glove of the center fielder, Fiorelli. He thought about going for 2, and she's going to stand up over there at first. And that's the problem with that jet stream and him out there in the outfield of Lilly Field. It makes any easy fly ball just take a little step up that way.
Yeah, that's not the first time in this game we've seen a ball hit in that center field where it seemed like the fielder just couldn't get a hold of it. That time, it's Zagitas out there in center, and she came onto it pretty strong, but I think overran it just a little bit and tried to get back and just throw her hand up to try to catch it.
Wilson looking for the bunt, pulls it back outside, ball 1, evens the count at 1-1 now. One on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Outside, a 2-1 now to Wilson. Wilson pulled off that perfect sacrifice bunt earlier. Looking for it again, and outside. Evens the count now at 2. Ooh. A little bit of life now, all from this Lakers lineup. And swung on a miss, strike 3. And down goes Wilson. That one, and called a strike. Caitlin Ochtemeyer with 4 RBIs on the day, 2 for 2 in the game. Looking to get another hit here. That one outside, 1-1.
And with the way the wind's moving right now in this at bat, we can, if she gets a hold of another one, it's going to be out of here. So
it's going back to the parking lot. Is that one and hits the upstairs level. Well, 2-1 now all to Caitlin Ochtemeyer.
Yeah, if she's able to get a hold on that red Toyota out in left field is
as she fouls that one off down the right field line and out of play. Two and 2 now the count out to Ochtemeyer.
Yeah, this is a chance for California to get back into the game. Like I said, they lost game 2 yesterday, leaving players on base. They need to be able to try to get these runners home.
Full count now out to Caitlin Ochtemeyer, the payoff pitch. And she'll hit that one just over the head of the first baseman and caught for her out number 2.
And Fiorelli had to be on her P's and Q's there. She wanted to take off a little bit of hit and run action, but was able to make the stop, make her way back towards first base to prevent that double play.
So that's going to bring up Shayna Postler now all here in the game. That one outside, and on the pickoff play, good. Good as Fiorelli gets back to the bag.
Yeah, that was an awkward throw by Fry. She's falling down to the ground as she's trying to get that pickoff at first.
The pitch upstairs. 2-0.
And those pickoffs attempts at first, those are some dangerous plays. Like I said, one inaccurate throw, and that one's going towards the right field wall, and you're going to have a player at first go into third real quickly.
Ochtemeyer now looking trying to get something going here. Or excuse me, that's Schossler at the plate. 3-1 now to Schossler.
That time, Tramsky just missed that one a little bit too low, just below the knees, and another favorable at bat here for Cal.
Outside for ball 4, so the go-ahead run now at first base. They're going to bring Ostler up now. Now you're starting to hear some life in that Vulcan dugout.
Yeah, it's back, and Charity Henderson being the leader of the bunch. Looks like the Lakers going to take a mound visit here, just trying to figure some things out real quickly. Maybe see a pitching change, and if not, just trying to figure out the approach at this at bat. Like you said, the leading run is now on base, the tying run at second in scoring position.
And here's the thing, that when we've seen it happen with the Vulcans before, or that little bloop base hit scored one, and if not both runs, and somehow turn into a triple.
And this is definitely a chance for California to capitalize here. Had control of the game for a while, and a 5-run top of the 4th from Mercyhurst. Swung the game back in their favor. This is the chance for Cal to get their foothold back into this game, to grab control once again and try to either tie the game up or take the lead here with Postler at the plate.
And here's the other thing we talked about how old is that at ball control from Fry. How long till one skips past her and both runners are advanced? Upstairs, there's for a ball. And if you've noticed, the Lakers have been going with that pitch upstairs and away. As that one right there at the knees evens the count at 1-1.
A beautiful off-speed pitch that time. Like I said, right at the knees, just laid it in there. It was off the plate, just came back in.
Pitch upstairs. There's now 2-1.
And with all these high pitches, it makes me think that they want to try to attempt one of these pickoffs. Once again, I don't understand. I don't think that is the play at all if they're trying to get an out here.
Hostler found that one down the line. Brings the count to 2-2.
Because we've seen that Fry is not afraid to try to make these throws, to try to catch one of these Vulcans lacking as they take their lead off the base. But like I said, I don't think that's the smartest approach here.
Outside. All right, and you were just talking about it. That looked like it was going to be a pickoff play. The Vulcans did not have the steal on at that one, but it's going to bring the count to full. Runners are going to go on this one. Payoff pitch, hit or down the line, back to the wall, and just foul. Missing that foul pole by 1.5 feet.
I mean, that would have been a game changer, wouldn't it? Like you said, just missed it. She got a hold of it, but just missed on a little bit too early, and unfortunate, as that would have been a heck of a turnaround.
And that's got that Vulcan dugout fired up now. Swung on, missed, strike 3, got her. No runs, 2 hits, nobody left, or 2 left on. We'll be back here on CUTV, CUT Sports 1, the PSAC network.
Hi everybody, welcome into a brand new show here on CUTV. I'm your host Tom Caton, and you are all tuning into the very first official episode of Caton's Corner. Bye everybody, bye everybody, bye everybody.
Welcome back here to the top of the 5th inning in California, trying to get something going here. They're looking to go 3 up, 3 down on after that 4th inning. Looked like the Vulcans were going to take the lead here, or if Postlers almost did.
I mean, baseball's a game, or baseball and softball are games of inches. I mean, so close, just a little bit earlier, a little bit later in that swing, and that can definitely be a completely different outcome. You're looking at, instead of being a run down, you're going to be 2 runs up if she's able to just catch a hold of that last hit.
Getting off is Fry, and that one right at the knee, he's called for a strike. Fry's 0 for 2 so far in this one. She's grounded out and fly out. And she'll chop that one just over the head of the infield and into the left field for a base hit.
And if you're California, that is not what you want to see after the way the last inning went. You need and you want some quick outs here, and for California, hopefully a nice ground ball would be in order to try to just get the base runner off the out here.
That's going to bring up Anna O'Green. As a run scored, sacrifice bunt hit by a pitch. And she'll get that bunt down over the first and got her there. The Vulcans hustling back down to third base to cover that unoccupied bag at third, making sure that Fry doesn't advance any further.
And you saw as well, Fry make sure she take that step back because it looked like Rose wanted to throw over at a second to maybe just try and catch Fry lacking a little bit, taking a couple steps off the bag as she was rounding it to make sure she wasn't making her way towards third and try to catch her out.
It's going to bring up Heinemann. Heinemann, who also has a home run in this game, had that 2-run shot last inning. And she pops that one way up there, right center field. Or excuse me, right center, and just off the gloves. And here comes a runner around third. Play at the plate, not in time. And the Lakers will take a 6-4 lead.
And you talked about it once again. That wind is a killer, and it looked like a routine pop-up, but it took it all the way out to the warning track and nearly made its way out of here. Tough play.
Yeah, Carson went way back there to try to get that one, and just off the top of her glove as she was falling down. She'll watch that one in there. Called strike right there at the letters.
And that's all you can do, especially if you're a pitcher. Just reset yourself. Something like that is kind of out of your control. You just got to focus and try to get yourself out of this inning here.
Pitch, swung on and hit into the netting, and that had some force on it. And as I heard her come off the poles, even though the netting's there, you and I both jumped once again.
Like I said, the first reaction is just get out of the way.
I mean, if I had my glove here, it probably wouldn't be too bad, but that's beside the point. 2-0 pitch, chopped down on and into the outfield. Old Henderson and picks it up. And she's going to come up, throw it in the play at the plate. Not in time. 7-4 the Lakers lead.
And a great piece of running there by Hinman. Was on her horse immediately. As soon as that ball came off the barrel of the bat, she was taken off. And like we said, Henderson's got a strong arm out there in right field, so you have to be very quick to try to beat her out at home. And very quick Hinman was. She was able to get in there in time and extend the lead now to 3 here for Mercyhurst.
Pitch, swung on and missed. Larceny, trying to get it through this inning. 1 on, 1 out. 7-4 Mercyhurst leads. Pitch, hit into left field. Could be trouble over the heads of the outfielders, and they're coming up throwing, and hits the cutoff man, and double cut, not in time. 8-4 now. Mercyhurst leads.
And once again, after the first 3 innings, it seemed like that offense from Mercyhurst was just non-existent. Rister did a phenomenal job of just getting them out, but that top of that 4th inning, Rister let up a couple, and then it just seems like since then, and when it rains, it pours. And so far, this offense from Mercyhurst has not only caught fire, but has completely taken over this game. And if you're California, you're in a real situation here because you're already on your 3rd pitcher in this game with another game to play right afterwards, because you don't want to burn through any more players out of your bullpen here.
Let's see, he's wants that one in there. Called strike, take one. 8-4 Mercyhurst leads. Looking to try to replicate that last one, just a little too low as that one broke away. 1-1 now. That one chopped over the first. Rose is going to take it and just make the tag, I think, for out number 2.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Vulcans need, just to get back on track, get another out, one away. And like I mentioned, I believe in the first 3 innings they had Mercyhurst had 1 hit, and they picked up 8 in their last 2 innings combined. So it's been a stark turnaround in this offense. Now has a chance now for the Vulcans just to get out of this inning.
That one hit hard to left field, and that could be trouble. Back to the wall and gone, and back in the parking lot. That's going to make it 10-4.
That's another one. All of these home runs in this game so far have been balls, even wind or not. Those balls are gone, and they're not coming back. These are, so far in this game, just the absolute power displayed by both teams here has been unreal.
Mercyhurst was picked in the preseason poll as one of the top 3 teams here in the PSAC West, and you're seeing why. Pitch, swung on a miss.
You know, like you said, they were picked to be one of the top teams, and it kind of just goes to show you why they're down early on, and it seemed like the Vulcans had control of the game, and they were just going to try to take it and get out of the game unscathed. But the Lakers didn't give up; they battled back, and not only did they take control of the game, they've absolutely taken over. And
Marcini is 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. She'll watch that one outside. Good waist pitch there. Pitch upstairs, just missed the letters, but not much.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good pitch right there. Marcini is, like you said, a little bit high, but right where you want it, just trying to toe that line right at the numbers.
Pitch. The batter there was wanting it. As Bartoli, he wanted it. And got her looking, strike 3. The Vulcans gonna leave one. Gonna come back and get it the 3rd out on a 3rd strike called looking. And maybe that's enough of the momentum shifter or to get something here for the Vulcans to rally. So between the last 2 innings, 10 runs off of 9 hits for the Lakers.
Yeah, just been a phenomenal display of hitting here from Mercyhurst, but this is now a chance for Cal to test themselves a little bit. Like we said, down early on, or they were up early on this game, find themselves kind of just losing the grip of it, losing the plot, but now has a chance to kind of take control here. This team is no stranger to putting up 5, 6, 7 runs in an inning. We've seen it plenty of times, especially from a lot of the bats in this lineup. It's just about just getting it to go, and I wouldn't be surprised if California is able to do that here.
So in the bottom half of the 5th here for the Vulcans, it's going to be Lester, Rose, and Carson to start the inning.
Now batting Maddie Lester.
Lester walked and has been hit by a pitch, so this is technically her first official at bat. If he can get a hit here. She'll watch that first one and upstairs for a ball. That one way outside, 2-0 now to Lester.
You know, I do want to say as well, for Mercyhurst. Shramsky, the junior, coming into this game 2-2 in the season, looked a little bit rusty at the beginning.
That one from Lester chopped over the short and Lester is going to be thrown out by about a step and a half.
And as I was saying, she looked pretty rusty in the beginning of this game. The Vulcans were able to pick up these pitches from a mile away, able to get good contact on it and drive them a couple runs. But since that second inning, the Vulcan offense has been very quiet, and it's been down to the good pitching by Shramsky.
That one caught the corner there. As Rose watches that one in there for called strike one. This will be Rose's first at bat. That one hit down the line, and it's going to be fair balls. It caught the line, and Rose around second, and she's going to be in there with a stand-up double. Oh, and that's what the Vulcans needed here to get things started.
Once again, it's a game of inches, and I saw that ball flying out there, and I saw the white chalk just blow off the ground. So fortunate from the Vulcans there. Good piece of hitting going opposite field.
We're going to get another pinch hitter here for California. Be number 22, Avery Curran. And you have to imagine if she gets on, it's going to be a dangerous time with Charity Henderson on the on-deck circle.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 6-run game, but like I said, we've already seen in this game this can be like switched in an instant.
Now batting number 22, Avery
Curran. This will be her first at bat of the game. Coming into a 111 average with 1 home run already. It's her only hit so far.
That's not a bad hit.
Right there at the knees. Knees for a called strike. She rips that one and almost went into the Mercyhurst dugout. Out foul. 0-2 now.
So I haven't seen any action from the Mercyhurst in terms of pitching changes, and wouldn't be surprised to see Shramsky getting a little bit tired as she's able to strike out.
That's going to bring up the dangerous hit is Charity Henderson.
Now batting number 37, Charity Henderson.
Charity Henderson in 1 for 3 in the game so far. And she lines that one back up the middle. Oh, they're going to lob it over the first for the third out. So the Vulcans get a double to start the inning, but can't do anything with it. And so no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. And after 5 here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC network. Welcome back here to Lilly Field. 10-4, or the score, or Mercyhurst leads. We're in the top of the 6th now. Pitch. That went in there for a called strike.
And you wouldn't be surprised, there was a change during that inning. Number 9, Alyssa Herbst, California, will take the center field spot from Avery Curran.
And that one chopped over the head and then caught there. And already making dividends in that outfield.
Some good tracking that time by Herbst. Played that one a little bit deeper. So we've seen so far in this game, a lot of the outfielders playing a little bit in, and we've seen the ball going way out of their head. That time, Herbst played back just a little bit, ran onto the ball, and able to make a nice catch for the first out.
Here comes Fry now. Fry hits that one off her foot. And
yeah, that is not a fun one to feel.
Not at all.
Right off the tip of the toe.
And believe me, it's someone who was playing baseball for years and softball as well. Oh, it never feels good, especially on a day like today where that wind's blowing, and the weather's just a little bit chilly. Then I can still remember hearing my coach look at me going, rub some dirt on it, you'll be okay. Fry back to her feet now. How?
Yeah, we just saw the look on her face, and she.
That look of like.
She'll be feeling that for today and tomorrow, and probably the next day after that as well.
She's probably gonna feel that into the weekend.
Yeah, someone who played soccer as well, getting an injury on your foot, especially when you're moving around like that, and for a catcher position, it's super important to try to have strong legs to get up to make those throws towards second and first. It's not ideal to have any injury, but a toe injury as well, just like definitely does not help you at all.
That one just got behind Postler for a ball. He was count on at one. Luckily, nobody on after that. The pitch. Fry hits that one. Just foul off the netting to our left.
that one caught the light pole and came back in.
I didn't have that one on the bingo card for today.
Because I was expecting to see it balancing its way down the street behind us, but it just caught the light pole to our left.
And she'll pop that one up just behind us here into Kiefer's corner as our producer Gary, who was walking back, nearly got caught with it.
Yeah, when you're not on the field here at Lilly Field, you have your head on a swivel at all times. You never know when that ball's going to come flying towards you.
And that one just missed outside. I thought, as she was looking to get at that called strike 3.
And the bench wanted it too, and I agree with them. That was a beautiful off-speed pitch. It looks like it just caught the outside of the plate, but
maybe just not enough. That one, same place, right up the middle, off the glove and into the center field. Fry in with her second hit of the day.
Good job that time by Fry to come back, like we said, took that foul ball off the toe. Definitely messes with you as a hitter because you don't want to do that again. You want to try to just make some solid contact, and that time you're able to just rip it right up the middle.
And that one hit down in the right field, right to Henderson. And Fry thought about going to third, and what a shot there. Oh, that was a dead rope from Charity Henderson to over to third base.
Yeah, smart job by Fry to hold up. Yeah, that throw was on a line in every aspect of the word. That was pushing 80, 90 miles per hour, just ripping it. And it looks like the Vulcans are going to make a pitching change. Kaylee Rister started the game, now coming back into pitch once more.
One thing you love about softball is the pitcher can re-enter the game at some point, and having Rister back in the lineup is going to be a big thing here.
And from what I understand as well, I don't know a whole lot about softball, but it seems like every player can do anything pretty much.
Well,
there's a lot more freedom in terms of the flexibility of the players.
Yeah, and I will say that this is someone that got to coach softball for about 5-6 years, is everybody on that roster has 2 to 3, and if you're lucky, 4 positions that they can play. I mean, I coached junior league to all the way Ada Senior League, and I'll use my sister as a good example. Well, she played left field, middle infield, and pitched. And if she wasn't starting, she was coming off the bench to be a courtesy runner, and she had wheels to run. So,
yeah, I mean, we've seen it in this game already. We've seen Brittany Wilson come out from behind the plate, play second, play third. I mean, we've seen
Postler moved from first to catch.
I mean,
we're used to seeing Postler in the outfield last season.
Yeah, and so there's definitely a lot more freedom, a lot more flexibility with a lot of these players, which is definitely one of the advantages, not only softball in general, but of this Vulcans team, is that we've seen all these players not only be willing, but able to perform and excel in a multitude of positions. And looks like not only is there a pitching change, but there's probably going to be a couple more changes added on top of that. So we're waiting for.
I'm looking in the dugout to see who's got their gloves on, who's taking off their jackets, but it doesn't look like much is happening. Maybe flip-flopping a couple players here and there.
If anything, I assume it's going to be a batting order swap of some sort, just switching someone in and out, just waiting to see what the official call is. We're going to wait for the visit with the umpire to kind of wrap up. I mean, if he says, if he comes over here again and tells us to pull out the pen, I'm not gonna be happy about it.
I feel bad for our friend Matt Kiefer and company up in the press box.
I also feel bad for my partner from my theater class, Mr. Mike Falba. I'm supposed to meet him here in about 3 minutes because I thought this game would have been over by now.
It makes two of us. Please tell me, at least texted him, told him you're running late.
Well, I was supposed to meet him at 3, and I said, "Can I meet you at 2? I got a softball game to do." Or can I meet you at 4? I have a softball game to do. And he said, "Yeah, that's fine." And it is 4 o'clock now. This game is not looking to be over anytime soon, and it looks like there are some changes going to be made here for Cal.
Yep, we knew something was coming. Kaylee Rister's back in the game. Postler staying. Outfield has not changed. The only thing I think that, aside from the pitcher, is we might have one new infielder.
Yeah, well, I made sure to text my partner, make sure, let him know.
55's going back to third. 12 is re-entering and will pitch. And number 15 is going into the flex spot and going to second base. 15, flex spot going into second. And I'm running out of ink.
All right, so number 15. So number 15, Elena Whipke, is going into the flex spot. She will be playing at second base. Wilson will move over to first base, and I believe number 55, Schlossler, will be moving back over to third base.
Third base, Schlosser now pitching Rister, and now playing second base, Whipke.
Oh, Jesus.
So, playing the hokey pokey with the lineup here. That one, and just has caught the corner there. There for a strike. Rister back into the game. And hopefully she can jumpstart this lineup now. As Heidman in looking for that pitch that she wanted to swing and held up, evens the count at 1-1. Caught the corner once again, and Rister now one pitch away from putting Heineman away.
Exactly what the Vulcans need. They're trying to escape out of this inning once again.
Heineman thought about that one for a second and just missed the corner there. 2-2.
And she did a good job to hold up too, because it looked like she started to swing, but just checked it up, just held it up enough to make sure she didn't go around all the way.
Rister's pitch outside. It's going to bring the count full. Heidemann and looking for that outside pitch. I wouldn't be surprised to see Rister go inside and try to jam her. The payoff pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3, got her. So 2 gone now in inning, 2 still on the bags for Mercyhurst.
And like you said, she brought that pitch. She's been peppering that outside edge and brought that one more inside and just blew it by her. Nice pitching from Kaylee Rister.
First pitch swung on chop foul, just past the Vulcans dugout. Ten for the score. So we got 2 runners on here for the Lakers, still 2 away. Right there at the knees for a called strike. 0-2 now to Haas.
Yeah, we've seen when Rister just come back into this game, just kind of like the attitude and the swagger in the pitching circle just seems to have some more command and seems to threaten the Mercyhurst batters a lot more.
And she'll foul that one off into the bush. It is to our left.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun trek for the sports management team here.
Somebody get the key for the fence.
Go shag the balls out in the outfield.
Pitch outside, and good waste pitch there by Keely Rister, trying to get her to chase that one. As you were talking about the sports management crew heading over there now to go get it.
Looks like someone's gonna have to. Or they got the key. I was like, someone's gonna have to jump the fence to get that ball, but they got a key.
That one just outside, evens the count at 2. Rister trying to stop the bleeding here. Put up a 0 in that run column for the first time since the 3rd inning. Rister watches that one chop foul and heads up over there as it went right back to the same spot.
Yeah, they didn't see the ball. They weren't ready for it at all. But
I don't think they saw it at all.
At least they were over there and they're on the scene, so they don't have to go very far to check that one back.
The pitch fouled off again. This time I think it's just going to go down the road. Nope, went down the hill again.
Yeah, I think that one. I think that one's gone for the worst. I don't think.
I'd love to go down there one day and just see how many baseballs and softballs are chilling down there.
Well, they're going down there to get it, which that
like,
surprises me.
I want to know how many's actually gone forever down there, waterlogged softballs.
I mean, if it were up to me personally, I know that like they need all these balls, but I just call it a day on that one. Just let it be.
That one, and once again going down the line.
Might as well just keep someone out there.
Just need to give the sports management guys a glove at this point.
I knew the one guy going down the hill grabbing him. I went to high school with him. That's Mr. Nick Pryor. His dad was the coach of the baseball team, so I know he has a couple lying around the house.
The 10th 2-2 pitch, we're going to get time called.
They're going to call a ball because Rister is taking her time trying to decide what to pitch, and you see coach and the umpire having conversations, so now the count went from 2-2 to a full count.
So Rister can't afford to waste one here. Pitch upstairs.
And you can hear the frustration, but I understand. I mean, there's no official pitch clock, but Rister was definitely
Definitely taking her time
Definitely
out there.
taking her time. That was at least 15, 20 seconds in between pitches, and so they called the automatic ball, which led to the full count, and now we have another bases loaded situation here.
And now we had the umpire talking with Coach Bertolinelli about that, and he's explained to her, over to the coaching staff, that she had only 10 seconds. Pitch found in the netting just to our right. Now Hister a little bit heated. It's going to start bringing the heat now. Also be on the lookout for season 3 of Bringing the Heat here soon, folks. Rister sets and delivers upstairs for a ball.
And Rister after that just needs to calm it down a little bit. Cannot afford to give up any more runs here if you're Cal. Rister just needs to try to get the Vulcans out of this inning unscathed.
Pitch. That one chopped foul into the Vulcan bullpen and off to our right. Count goes to 1-2 now. 2 outs and the bases full of Lakers. Mr. sets and delivers. That one chopped down and diving catch there. There, no one covering the bag, and just gonna get her out of there at first. And the Vulcans come unscathed. What a play there. Diving stop at second.
And the Vulcans needed it too. Great job by Wilson to come back to try to get onto the bag to get the out at first. I mean, 'cause it looked like it was going to be just enough, and they were going to batter was going to make it there in time. A run was going to score. The Vulcans were going to have to go back to the drawing board to try to figure out a way back into the game. But another good stop by this Vulcan infield gets the Vulcans out of that top of the 6th inning without giving up any runs, and has the chance now for the top of the lineup to come back into it here.
And we have the 2, 3, 4 spot on.
And if there's anyone you want at the plate right now, is you want the 2, 3, 4 hitters. I mean, these are the hitters that you're looking towards to be that X factor to get on base, get themselves back into the game, and it's like get back underway here, and it's going to be Fiorelli back to bat here for California.
Fiorelli 1 for 2 in the game so far. Wilson to follow, and Octomeyer in the hole after that. Vulcans got 6 outs to work with here to try to make up some of this deficit.
Now batting, Paulina Furio.
Pitch, and that one's chopped and diving stop there and caught by the second baseman and Eliza Reynolds.
I mean, second base has just been an electric position in this game from both teams, just making play after play after play, and once again Reynolds making another diving catch.
That one outside as Brittany Wilson watches that one.
And I want to say once again, number 10, Michaela Ashramsky, the pitcher, after his first 2 innings looked a little bit rocky, but has just been dealing ever since then.
That one in the dirt, hurt for a ball. (10-4) the score here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside and low, ball 3 now, to Wilson. Wilson getting the green light here, potentially. That one right down the pike for a called strike. That one back-to-back strikes to Wilson.
And that was a good pitch that time. I mean, 3-1, you want to try to keep one in the zone, but
that's gonna be ball 4 or so. Wilson and is going to watch all four of the, or all six of those, I should say.
You can get on base without swinging. There's no need for it.
That's going to bring up Caitlin and Ochtemeyer now. Now 2 for 3 in the game so far.
And she's responsible for all 4 runs that the Vulcans have scored. So definitely the person you want to be at the plate here if you're California, if you want to get back in the game.
That one misses outside for ball 1. So
also, it looks like the spirits with the Vulcan dugout have definitely increased in this inning so far.
That one in the dirt. Wilson thought about going for a second, but didn't. It got not away from Fry, but not enough that Wilson could advance. And you got to wonder if Szymanski, he is starting to get a little bit tired. 104 pitches so far in this contest. That one chopped back up the middle. It'll over to second for 1, and can't catch it for it to turn to double play. As Ochtemeyer is going to be reach base.
Yeah, Ochtemeyer nearly able to squeeze that one right up the middle in between short and second, but a good stop that time by Ogeen at short. Just tried to able to step on the second base for the first time. The throw over to first just a little bit off. So Ochtemeyer able to reach and keep the Vulcan inning alive here.
That one upstairs, the Schlosser. The Schlosser launches that one in upstairs. She's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Pitch in the dirt, 2-0.
And this Vulcan offense needs to find an answer. They need to find anything to try to just jumpstart, get back in this game. You have a runner on. You just need to try to carve away at this deficit.
That one outside, ball 3. This next pitch will be 110 now for Szymanski. Pitch in there for a called strike. Pitch. That one, and a little bit of a late called strike there. I honestly thought it might have been ball 4.
Yeah, I mean, it was right on the edge, and like you said, I think I thought, you thought, and Schlosser thought as well, as it took the umpire a little bit of time to make that call, so thought it was going to be ball 4.
And that one hit hard in the left field. Oh, and that's going to get into the gap, and the Vulcans are going to be around. And here comes the runner for home. Home with a stand-up RBI double. The Vulcans are back on the board. 10-5 now the score.
Hey, a walk would have been good, but I think she'll take a double and another run to boot here for Cal. Good piece of hitting that time, and yet again another misplay in that outfield. You have DeGitis out there just trying to make that as the ball's at the wall. It took her a couple attempts at it to try to just pick it up, and it just seems like every single time it was just out of her grasp.
That one caught the corner for a strike.
And if you're Mercyhurst, you're looking to just get out of this inning as quickly as possible. Like we said, Shramsky is well over 100 pitches now. She has to be getting tired, so you just want to try to get out of here quickly as possible to get yourself into this final inning.
1-1 the count here to Poslar. And she's going to pop that one up just behind us here at Kiefer corner. A 1-2 pitch. Posler is going to hit a fly ball in the shallow right field. Caught. But the Vulcans are going to get one back. So we hit the last inning of here. 10-5 the score. The Vulcans trail. All here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM, the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
Welcome back here to Lilly Field. The Vulcans trail 10-5 after getting another run here in the last inning. The Vulcans starting to rally a little bit. It looks like they're starting to get a little bit of momentum back.
Yeah, I'd hope so. And like I said, it just takes that one spark, just one at bat can change everything. And I mean, it seemed like it was the start of something there towards the bottom end of that sixth inning, but only one run. You're still down 5, but still have 3 more outs to try to get yourself back into the game here.
Rister's first pitch here the Pepperelli.
And I think it all starts here in this top of the 7th, just trying to get that momentum, just trying to get all the confidence back into your team by getting 3 quick outs.
That went and chopped over the first, making the dive stop there. Turn and got the play. A runner is out. Well, diving stop from Wilson and over her to who over to Ochtemeyer. Had to see who was wearing what number. They've switched places so many times.
And not even without the lack of effort from the runner, Pietro Paulo. She went for the diving attempt of trying to get to first, but that time, once again, good coverage on the infield once again by California.
That first pitch there to Reynolds, called strike 1. Oh, and 2 now to Reynolds as Rister pulled the string back on that one.
And once again, whenever she's pitching, you can just feel like the confidence in every pitch. And that time, like you said, just pulled out a little bit, just threw that off speed in there and able to get another strike.
Pitch, that one's chopped into right field. Henderson coming on and was looking to make that play at first, but not in time. Reynolds with her 3rd hit of the day.
Yeah, if she was able to get there in time and throw out at first, that would have been something. But once again, good piece of hitting from Reynolds, who's just been all over the field. I mean, had a triple and a home run already in this game and add a single to it. The Vulcans want to make a comeback. I mean, you're looking at double short of the cycle here for Reynolds in this game.
And they're called strike 1. Pitch right there, the knees to Cartoli. Pitch just missed outside. 1-2 to count now. Oh.
Yeah, that pitch just missed, but that's exactly where Rister wants it, right on that outside corner.
Pitch misses outside. I had Postler wanting to try to potentially pick off the runner at first. Pitch upstairs on the floater. There's the full count. Pitch. Swung on, miss, strike 3, got her.
Once again, just another great pitch. Rister pulling the string out once again. Looked like it was coming high, just dipped down a little bit, went low, and able to get her swinging. Able to get to second out of this inning, and Vulcans one more out, getting out of this top half of the inning and just sending into the bottom of the 7th with everything to play for.
In the dirt. Rister trying to get another shutout inning here. That one in the dirt. 2-0. Cast in the batter here. This will be her 3rd plate appearance. Pitch just outside. That one caught the black there for a called strike. 3-1 now the count. Right there at the knees, strike 2. Full count now, runner gonna go on this one. Pitch. That one's going to be chopped foul and just out of the reach of the third baseman, Schossler.
Yeah, that time just caught enough of it to poke it out of play, and Rister just growing in confidence here. The Vulcans 1 strike away from getting out of here.
Payoff pitch again. Chopped down the third. Schossler fires at the first. There's with the scoop. Oops. That's going to be out number 3 is Wilson and holds on.
And this infield from either team has not failed to amaze in this game. I mean, that's worth the price of admission alone. It's just the unbelievable athletic plays from this infield. And that time, like you said, Wilson was doing a split and then some, and was still able to barely scoop that one out, but able to scoop it out, able to get the foot on the bag, and able to get the 3rd out.
Coming up for the Vulcans here, it'll be Maddie Lester or Kaylee Rister, and getting her first plate appearance will be Alyssa Herbst. So it's going to be interesting to see how here, especially with Kaylee Rister coming up in the middle of this inning.
I love that guy. I love that guy.
It's our friend Nate. He's just making a walk back, just making faces right now. All trying to stay warm, but he better be careful. Oh, his face don't freeze up like that the way it is with this being this cold.
Hopefully he took some good pictures earlier on. I saw him on top of the Mercyhurst bullpen taking some pictures. Or not the bullpen, the dugout, excuse me. So hopefully
I was going to say, it was very windy up there, so I felt bad for Nate up there, honestly. Pitch, called strike 1 right at the knees. Lester still looking for her first hit of the day.
And Tremsky's still out there going strong.
And she's going to chop that one down the line, but foul.
I'm really enjoying the positive affirmations from this Vulcan team. Even when they're still far behind like this, they're so very confident in themselves, and they're definitely just trying to keep each other's spirits up here.
That one was and outside. 1-2 to count now. On to Lester. Pitch way upstairs. There's 2-2. Lester fighting back here. Outside, runs the count full. Lester, who went down 0-2, has battled back to 3-2 now. Szymanski, who's thrown over 125 pitches in this contest. The pitch. Outside, ball 4, and that's going to bring up last year's freshman of the year, Kaylee Rister. We're going to get a courtesy runner here for the Vulcans.
If someone after this game needs to get Tramsky some ice for that arm, that is that cannot
ice
that
or
cannot,
heating
that
pad.
cannot feel good. That
ice or a heating pad.
Into the game now will be number 6, Michaela Linkus, who will be courtesy running and replacing Lester.
Now batting, Kaylee Rister.
Rister almost got hit with that one. Twist out of the way. A ball inside. The pitch. Nearly caught Rister again. And they're pitching Kaylee inside.
Trying to establish it because Rister has that big long swing, and if you leave one out over the plate, she'll hammer that one home.
Just low. 3-0.
I think if you walk Rister here, there definitely should be some concerns around that Laker dugout to try to see if maybe you bring someone else in here to pitch this last inning, because like you said, Shramsky is at about 130 pitches now.
That one and called strike 2. Full count now all to Rister. Rister. The payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4, back-to-back walks for the Vulcans.
And Dramsky, I'd be a little bit upset with that call. I mean, to me, we're sitting right behind him, but it looked a little bit like that one was down the middle, but maybe, I guess, just a little bit high, and it looks like they're going to be a visit at the circle, just trying to figure out what to do. I got 2 on, no out here in the bottom of the 7th, and maybe we'll see a pitching change here.
We'll see for the first home appearance, Mercyhurst. Walk and 2 runs scored so far this season. And you have to be worried because if you load the bases, you bring up Charity Henderson, and we've seen her send something out to the outfield.
And Tramsky's staying in there. She's going to go strong, and I respect that. Takes a lot. You're at the end of this game, she's probably going to be pushing 150 pitches.
And that one gets away, and the runners are going to advance. I think it went off our microphone.
If not, that was terribly close, and this is what we've been talking about all game. Is Fry has let a couple of balls pass her early on, but she was able to clean it up for a while. But that time, it's finally come into effect in California. We're finally able to capitalize off and advance both of the runners.
Looks like we're going to get some action here in the bullpen for Mercyhurst. I just seen a couple of players go out the dugout. They'll start warming up. Might be the starter for the next one, but right now, back-to-back walks from Szymanski. The 2-1 night now on here to Herbst. Upstairs, 3-1. Pitch called strike 2. Full count on here to Herbst. The payoff pitch. swung on a miss. This as she pulled the string on that off-speed pitch, and that's going to be out number 1.
And that's going to instill you with a ton of confidence. If you're Shramsky, I mean, you're now well within 130 pitches in this game, and that one looks like it was going to be at 134 to be exact after that at bat, and looked like that one was going to get right down the middle, and it just fell out and got Herbst to swing, and looks like there may be a
yep, we're going to get a substitution, and so my eyes were correct. We are going to get a substitution in here for the Lakers.
Into the game now to pitch for the Lakers be number 25, Ashlyn Harvey.
And that wind blowing straight into center field. If the Vulcans can get one in the jet stream, this is going to open this ball game up.
Yeah, well, that'll be the end of the day here today for Shramsky. Just a heroic display in the circle there. That's a heck of a game pitching-wise.
And take a look here at the stat line for, if I can get my tablet to work with me. So for Shramsky, he went well into this game. Pitched 6 1/3 innings. Gave up 5 runs. 4 of those earned, walked 5, struck out 4, and hit 1 batter, and gave up the 1 home run in this game. So,
and both of the runs on the base now would
still going to be going to her.
Go to her as well.
So her stat line is not done yet. Depending on what happens here, Henderson can get these 2 in.
And like you said, Henderson, no stranger to smoking a baseball to the outfield. And if you're the Vulcans, you need it now more than ever.
Henry's first pitch misses outside, ball 1. Out, and that one just caught enough of the black. 1-1 to Henderson. The pitch. And Henderson hits that one hard, deep to left center field, back to the wall, back, and it's out of here. They're hammered down for the Vulcans. Another 3-run shot for California. Touch them all, Charity Henderson.
Unbelievable, man. Again, I heard the people saying the wind's blowing out, and it absolutely was. Henderson able to rock that one. 2-run game now with the heart of the order coming up now. You got your second hole hitter and your third hole hitter in the on-deck circle, so exactly where you want it if you're Cal.
27 for 25.
The tying run at the on-deck circle.
There's going to be another pitching change made after that one. Ashlyn Harvey going to come out of the game. Into the game now will be number 27, Alexa North.
And Harvey, he's going to get called for that one hit, 1 run, and
that's just unfortunate. I mean, you get pulled after 3 or 4 pitches, but I mean, it's not really your fault. But it's gonna be up to North now to try to get these last 2 outs here for Mercyhurst to try to get this game done and dusted. But California has not quite yet closed the book here.
Right now, the tying run is on deck. The go-ahead run in the hole for California.
I'm just saying, after the way that this game has gone, if they win this game,
only when I
don't know. I don't know what I'd do.
This only happens when I do games with you, John. That wild things like this happen.
I don't know, man. Like I know last year in that Clarion game where Charity hit the walk-off homer. I mean, they won the first game.
They won that
in
one
like
outright.
in like 4 innings because they were up by 15 runs,
and then the next one, and they go down 4-0 and battle back in the last 2 innings, and it's looking like history might repeat itself. Oh, and this is only opening day.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
Like I said, only when I do games with you.
Like I said, I was not ready for this, and I don't think anyone can prepare themselves for.
Nobody could have got you ready for this.
For the roller coaster that the Vulcan softball team will take you on, then.
Yeah, I got a feeling in between games, everyone's going to make a trip up to either McDonald's or Olds or something to go get some like a hot chocolate or coffee.
I mean, they shouldn't make their way home and take a nap. I mean, this game has been exhausting, and I'm not playing.
And I got to still do another one after this. The pitch. Fiorelli, he watches that one, and for a called strike. Fiorelli. Watch that one go way upstairs. I thought it was going to catch the face mask of her helmet there for a second. One the count here. 10-8 the score after that Charity Henderson 3-run shot. And Fiorelli hits that one in left field. Could be trouble. It's going to drop for a base hit. And Fiorelli gets her 3rd hit of the day, and it's going to be standing up at first base.
And now the walk-off run is in
the on-deck
circle.
Now batting number 18, Brittany Wilson.
Yes, I made no prior commitments before. I never said I would do anything, but if they win this game, I mean, this is unbelievable.
The pitch right there at the knees to Brittany Wilson. And
I'll let whoever scores the walk-off run, I'll let them tattoo the Vulcan softball logo on me. I'll let them do it.
That one chopped back up the middle. Oh, could be trouble. The second for 1, and that's all they're going to get.
The Vulcan's not done to their final out here.
Looking to at least tie the game. Brittany Wilson now standing up at first. Caitlin Ochtemeyer coming up to bat now.
And she was the one that started this game. She was responsible for the Vulcans' first 4 runs in the game and has a chance to tie it here with 1 swing of the bat.
Upstairs, ball 1. And honestly, at this point, I mean, if you're Mercyhurst, do you just take the chance and just walk her?
I don't think you can, because if that's the case, you're bringing the winning run to the plate. So I think you just take your chances here to try to get her to put 1 in play and just potentially just try to get her to ground out here.
Ochtemeyer 2 for 4 in the ball game today. The pitch caught the corner. 2-1. North up to 10 pitches through the first couple of batters she's already faced. Pitch outside, 3-1.
Like I've talked about this game, each dugout has been going back and forth in terms of intensity. All of the hype is inside the Vulcan dugout right now.
That one right at the knees. The Vulcans now down to their final whole strike. Full count here. Bottom 7 and 10-8 the score. Tying run at the plate. Pitch. That one popped up and out of play. I'm going to go behind us here. We are all looking around for that ball, that softball.
That was a good save that time by Ochtemeyer. Very late on that swing and just able to catch enough of it to foul it back.
Count remains full. The payoff pitch once again. And Ochtemeyer chops that one over to second into first, and that's going to do it for game 1 as the Lakers come back to win this one. And even with the Vulcans rallying, the final score 10-8. Any final thoughts on this one, John?
I mean, a huge shout out to both teams. Neither of them giving up at all in this game. The Vulcans had control for so long early on in that game, and Mercyhurst did not care. They fought back. They took the lead, and at the end of this game, it looked like the Vulcans were on their way to coming back. But good display by both teams, and now both got to get ready for game 2.
So, don't go anywhere, folks. Game 2 will be coming up here shortly. For John, I'm John Takeuchi. We'll be back right after this.